Hi guys, welcome back. I have filmed the intro for this video like 3 times, so I'm not gonna film anymore. Whatever we get, okay? So here is the China Glaze Summer 2022 collection themed after the movie Jurassic World, and it's made up of 8 polishes. As you guys can see here, we have some creams, we have some finishes, and we have some funky stuff going on. So I also wanted to say I bought this collection from Polish Pick, so I will link everything down below. And that's it. Let's get into it because, like I said, I have thoughts, okay? First up, we have T.REX Appeal, and I have here a swatch stick, but you guys are also gonna get pictures and live swatches, of course. But this one in the bottle looks kind of gray, but when you wear it, it looks more like sometimes blue, sometimes green. So this is one of those that's like a chameleon for me. But, you know, it's on that neighborhood of like gray with like some sort of a seafoam undertone type of thing. I don't know. Anyways, very beautiful. It was a little bit chalky on the first coat, but it evened out nicely on the second one. So that's it for this one. Next up we have Sandy Scales, and this one is like a beige with like a lot of like rosy, like vintage rose undertones. And then when you wear it, sometimes like in different lighting, it looks like darker brown. All of these are like super chameleon-y. That's not a word, but you know what I mean. Like they change sometimes, and they change a lot. And also this one dries matte. I'm gonna be showing you guys swatch pictures, but you can see on the swatch stick, this is without top coat, this is with top coat. So it dries matte. And when it dries matte like that, sometimes it reminds me of like fossils. And I know it's because this is a, you know, Jurassic World, Jurassic Park type of collection that it reminds me of fossils, because otherwise I wouldn't think of that. But it's called Sandy Scales, and I don't know, it goes with the theme. This color goes with the theme, especially that it dries matte. I don't prefer matte, as you guys know, but I just add a glossy top coat and you get a beautiful neutral color. So all right, next up we have Let Them Roar, and this one is a near one coat kind of squishy, pearly, magenta red with like gold shimmers. That was the longest, like that was a mouthful, but I don't know how to describe this. Luckily you guys are seeing it, so you can think of it however you want and whatever description you want. But yeah, it's like a burn magenta. Is that a thing? I don't know. These colors are hard to describe, y'all, so I'm hoping that you guys can use your eyes to help me in the description of these. This one had a beautiful formula, and it's a pretty unique polish for me, I have to say. Next up we have Orange You Fierce, and this one is a very sheer base. You guys are gonna see it over black and by itself. It looks better with black under, but it also has a very pretty shimmer on its own. This is the swatch stick and the swatch picture and everything that you guys are gonna see. It's at 2 coats. I think this is also going to be beautiful on top of orange. Of course, you guys can already imagine. And like I said, it looks great over black. It looks actually really, really great over black. This one's a good one. I think it's very summery and very fun. And I'm not sure if it goes with the theme or not. Doesn't matter. Anything could be orange in that movie. All right, so now I'm done with the first 4 that are more normal. And we're about to get into some funky territory because you guys, the last 4 are weird, and I don't know yet if they're weird in a good way or in a bad way. So let's go over them and let's see how I feel about these. All right, this one is Olive to Roar, and it is weird to say the least. Okay, so I have thoughts on this one because it dries matte and it has texture and it's green, so it looks like you're wearing a swamp on your nails. It's not pretty. This is not a pretty polish. This is not a polish I would ever wear. However, I have to say, when it comes to the theme, it's right on point. This thing looks like either is the skin of something, or a swamp of some sort, or a forest, something dinosaur-y. Okay, I have to say. And kudos to China Glaze for stepping outside of the box. You guys know I always mention they're like the indies of mainstream. They're not scared to go weird. This one's a weird one. Again, like I said, it dries matte. If you add a glossy top coat, it does not make it better because it starts to look like it has bubbles. At least when it's matte, you can tell that it's texture. So yeah, this was a weird one. The first coat was kind of like streaky and sheer, but then on the second coat it built up. I think it's gonna be good for nail art, to be honest. If you're trying to do nail art that's like dinosaur type of stuff, or like even forest or nature, this one's gonna be good because it's gonna give you some texture and you're gonna have some matte and things to play with. But when it comes to a standalone polish without the context of the dinosaurness of it, you know, it's gonna be like kind of weird. So anyways, I don't know. I don't think I like it. I don't think I'll wear it, but it's definitely an interesting thing to have, and I'm glad I have it. But yeah, I don't know. Next up, we have Preserved in Amber, and I think this will remind you guys of some scenes in the movie. I'll try to see if I can find quick clips or pictures that I can insert here of where this polish inspiration might have come from. But yeah, as a standalone, I don't think it's pretty. And this is shown at 2 coats. I'm gonna show you guys 2 coats. I don't know, it has like a foily golden thing. It doesn't look pretty. I don't like it. It reminds me of that one polish that I always say I don't like, which I know a lot of people like, which is great. Good for you. The one from OPI, the one with the pineapple and the peelings. This reminds me of that. And it's not my cup of tea, but it has a good formula. It applies nicely and it evens out pretty good at 2 coats. So if this kind of like weird funky stuff is your vibe, this is a good one for you. I don't think I will wear it. But again, like I said, when you take it in context, it matches in the collection. It's just that when you wear it, you're not wearing your polish thinking, this is a polish from Jurassic World. You know, you're wearing this and nobody knows the context. So it's like, is this something you want to wear? I don't know. Next up, we have You Should Know Better. And it has a beautiful blue base. But it is a little bit textured as well. Not as textured as the green. Because the green, if you look at it, let me show you guys here. The green, the texture is in the same color as the base, and it feels like the texture is like coming out of the base. This one doesn't feel like that. It feels a little bit texture, but it's not texture coming out of the polish. It's more like it has some details in it. You can see the silver details that it has. So again, I don't really like it. I don't think the texture is intended like the green. I think it's just that the glitters or details or whatever it is they put in this one happen to give it texture, but I don't think they meant it. And the base is like a little bit of a metallic / pearly type of thing. You don't have the streaks of the pearl, but it does feel like a little bit pearlized metallic type of thing. It's kind of weird. I don't really like it either. But anyways, it's funky, you know. And last but not least, we have one Raptor Around Your Finger. That's a pretty clever name. Gotta give it to China Glaze for that. In the bottle, this looked fantastic. And it does look like the skin of a dinosaur of some sort. It has like a shimmery green base with blue flakes. And they're pretty big. And after 2 coats, you do get a lot. But I have to say some of them do stand up from the polish. So you're gonna have to either use a glitter grabber or double top coat. I'm not sure how I feel about this one. This one I'm borderline. I don't know if I like it or not. I think it's a great attempt to do, you know, flakies, but if they would have been thinner, it would have been better because they are more like shards than flakies. They stand up sometimes. So you might have to be careful. And like I said, double top coat. Other than that, I don't know. I don't want to say that I don't like this one, but I also don't want to say that I like it. I'm undecided on this one. Another weird one, but it definitely fits into the theme. So like I said, everything here, even the weird ones, do fit into the theme. So gotta give them that. All right, guys. So final thoughts. If I have to pick a favorite, it has to be this one. If I have to pick a least favorite, it has to be this one. This just does not look good on me. This one's pretty good. So anyways, as you guys can already tell, I'm conflicted in the collection. I feel like half of them are things that I like and would wear, and the other half are things that are more for collection, more for the theme. But when it comes to them being standalone things on my nails, they will never make it there. But I don't know. It is dinosaur-y. These 4 are weird and funky. And I guess we're always asking for mainstream brands to go outside of the box and stop giving us creams. And they did. China Glaze usually delivers in that department. That's it. And thank you guys for coming to my review. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.